I'm coming home, and I'm coming home, and I'm coming home, and I'm coming home.
It just opens up that practice into a completely other level. Every single drum beat accelerates the breath, excites people as they practice, and lets them sink down deeper into their practice. They focus on the music, they focus on that drum beat, and it allows them to move away from thought, move away from the linearness of all the stream of consciousness that is constantly bombarding our minds, and lets them be still in their practice. The first time when we had Kevin in the studio, and they saw what and felt what can be added by bringing live musicians into the class. Now it's a request, when is Kevin coming back to drum for us? And when we do have him in studio, it's an exciting time, and folks really look forward to it. This summer, we're hoping to have Kevin join us with his percussion out in the vineyard once again, and we can have that beautiful synergy of breeze on your skin, sun on your face, and this beautiful drum beat articulating every single inhale and exhale as we move through our sequence. It really becomes a magical combination. We're so excited to have that experience again this summer.
The challenge for me is to make that connection between myself, the instructor, and the class. And I always strive to pick up quickly on the vibe and the pulse of the class, and understand very quickly where the instructor is taking the class and what they're telling them to do in their positions. That's my job, not just to listen with my ears, but to listen with my heart and pick up the pulse of the session and provide through my drums an oral soundscape that the class can travel on. I'm also trying to make a connection with the instructor whereby it becomes intuitive, where eventually I know what they're going to want or what they're going to ask for, and I can predict where the pulse of that session is going to go. What I mean by that is when they're going to want to speed up or slow down or build tension or release tension. And that's part of my job as the drummer in a yoga session, and it happens quite frequently, all the time as a matter of fact. And when you make that connection with an instructor where it becomes intuitive, it's utter magic. And it's not so much about my drumming performance, it's about where my drumming takes the class. I become both a leader and a follower in so much as I'm listening to the instructor, I'm listening to what they're saying to the class, and I'm reacting to that and conveying that through my drums, and a leader in that my drums are taking them on a journey. I think if you talk to a lot of people who have experienced a drums and yoga session, they'll tell you it was a totally different experience, a positive experience for them, and one that they would like to experience more of in the future. And of course, we're more than happy to provide that.
Working with live music in our classes as a teacher, so inspiring. You're really working in partnership with that musician. Every single beat emphasizes a breath, encourages participants to stay in poses a little bit longer in comfort as they allow themselves to breathe with the beat that is happening live, which is exciting. Watching that musician in that class, working us through sequences and taking attention to when that sequence gets quiet and soft and introspective, and then that sequence builds and gets athletic and expressive. takes the whole class to another dimension, another level. And participants really feel as if they can sink down into their practice and really surrender into their practice. That drum beat ends up making those thoughts slower and making them more connected with their breath. Lots of folks have come in and experienced some of our classes with Kevin on percussion and are very eager to return. When is Kevin coming back to drum? And always exciting, always lots of excitement in the studio when we're getting live music coming in.
With the accompaniment of the drums, I find it brings a whole new dimension to the yoga practice to make it more of a totality. So you're incorporating some sensory as well as your breathing and the posture, so that it just brings a wholeness to the experience. Without the music, it's a little different. You have to have the music maybe playing in your head instead, so it's nice to have it actually there accompanying you.
So now that you've done a few workshops, how do you find it with the drums?
It just adds like such a depth to the experience of the yoga practice and meditation. I absolutely love the drums.